Dear brothers and sisters, in the context of a listening church, the communicative dynamics of listening extend far beyond the passive reception of sound. They constitute a profound spiritual and communal process of discernment. As Mary Cockey described, this dynamic is the path which God expects the church of the third millennium. It, it is characterized by a new springtime of communion, participation, and communion and mission. Listening in this framework is an active engagement that facilitates journeying together through mutual exchange and openness to the Holy Spirit. At the head of this dynamics is the dynamism of mutual listening at all levels of the community. This involves a reciprocal relationship where everyone, hierarchy and laity alike, has something to learn from one another. It is exemplified by the concept of perichoresis or mutual indwelling, which describes the dynamic reciprocity of responsibility between a leader and the faithful. For instance, a bishop's authority is not merely an exercise of office, but is formed and made authentic through his continual reception of the apostolic faith from the local church. By listening to the Sensus Fidelium, the leader is personally transformed and becomes a symbol of the community's shared faith. Crucially, the communicative dynamic of listening is defined by dialogue rather than debate. Unlike parliamentary debate, which seeks to persuade or vanquish an opponent, spiritual listening requires attentive listening to reach a felt knowledge of the truth. This process is most effective when it prioritizes the voices of the pure of heart or even the youngest member of a community based on the belief that God often speaks through the least likely instruments. Such listening requires a habit of faith and a dedication to prayer to ensure participants and free from self-seeking prejudice or fixations. Furthermore, the scope of this listening is inclusive and expansive. It involves listening not only to those within the visible bonds of the community, but also to those on the margins, other Christian denominations, other religions, and even unbelievers. This ecumenical dialogue is grounded in the principle of receptive ecumenism, which asks not what one can teach others, but what one can learn from them by listening to different cultural and social political realities. The community undergoes a task of inculturation, allowing the message of faith to be expressed credibility within a space, time, and space. Thank you.